Run that back, kid. Yeah. Welcome, gentlemen. You are now entering a space for the middlemen, where we get the centering, giving foresight to this world that we living in. Help you realize the greatness you've been imprisoned in. Come and listen in on how we grow as men. When a brother's on his last, we give air for a second win. When a brother's feeling lost, we show the path within. And all the brothers still at war, we bring Apaches in. 3 well-trained generals at your disposal. CB straightforward from his brass knuckles. Dice cannon introspective, simplify the puzzle. And Bishop Harriet Tubman, the way his vision tunnels. Now that y'all in good hands, let's take a stand. Operate at full capacity and take the land. Become the source so our women don't need helping hands. Reclaim position of our purpose of being a man. Oh nah, run that back, kid. Oh nah, run that back, kid.
We back with your main dudes. You feel me? I'm your boy Bishop. What's happening?
Word. This is your boy T dot to the B dot. Dice killing with the pick. Oh, it's my boy right there. Okay. Hey, yo, go ahead. Introduce yourself, brother.
No. I'm sorry. Dice Cannon. Look, I had a messed up shirt, so I'm like, yo, I was about to get on a podcast with a whole spaghetti stain on the shirt.
I still have the workout shirt.
Nah, I can't do that.
All right,
today,
so
introduce your guest.
Tonight we got a special guest, and yes, she is a guru. I've seen plenty of her videos, and this right here is right up her alley. So let me introduce y'all to Sunshine Minx. What's going on with you?
Hello.
Hold on.
What up, Sunshine? What it do?
Hold on. Watch this. Here we go.
Yes, that's how we for the guests always.
All right. For some reason, when it's just us, the fellas, where all our return viewers, man? Like, why are we stuck on 0 right now? Lord.
They'll come.
Anyway,
they'll come.
Yeah, it's all right. Hold on. I'm gonna mute you for. There we go. Tonight's topic is it okay, or should you date your best friends or your friend's ex? Chris, what you got?
All right, y'all probably not gonna like my answer, but yeah, I think it's all right.
Ooh, break it down.
Nah, so the reason why I think it's all right, because especially if you got a crazy ex who's obsessed with you, but if you pass, I mean, I'm not trying to make it sound, provocative or nothing like that, but if you pass her off to your homeboy or whatever, maybe he could treat her a little bit better than you, even though you treated her good, maybe he could treat her better. You know what I'm saying? And maybe then she'll forget about you. But that's the reason why I think it's okay. You know what I'm saying? In that aspect of things.
You are a piece of shit.
So let's let Sunshine speak on.
Yeah, I'm about to say let's hear from the lady.
Well, I think it's a very layered question, actually, because none of us are children. And I hear children in the background, so obviously we have children. So are we talking about an ex? Like, did they date this person when we were in high school, when we were 20? Because who you are at 20 is not who you are at 40.
That's a good point.
Are they dating my ex from when I was 20 years old? Because maybe they fit together now. But are you talking about dating my ex from 2 years ago? Now that's a little bit different.
Okay, break both of them down.
Well, if it's an ex from 20 years ago, I mean, that was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Who I was 20 years ago, who the friend was, and who the partner was 20 years ago. I hope we don't all grow up and change, but I would hope that you grew up and you changed. And so maybe me and the ex, if we're not together, we've grown into 2 completely different people. So maybe the ex and the friend, they're better suited for each other. Maybe life experiences has turned them to where they work now.
Okay.
I'm not gonna begrudge you a relationship off of 20 years ago. If it works for y'all, it works for y'all. Now, if you are a friend of mine and you want to date my ex from 2 years ago, that also I would say kind of goes in layers. Are we talking about I short-term dated this person, or was I in a long-term
Yeah,
relationship
we
with this
talking about
person?
like long term. Y'all done bought each other stuff. We talking about a
Yeah, pretty
real,
much.
real
If we
relationship.
if this was like a serious relationship and me and this person just broke up 2 years ago, I'm kind of side-eyeing you because now it's like you were plotting on my ex the whole time.
Yeah, fuck is you doing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like me and my best friend, actually she just left, matter of fact, and her and I like if I date you, you like a play cousin now. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm.
to her, she look at you like you basically like some sort of a cousin. You some sort of kinfolk where you can't be touched. You know what I mean? We don't live in West Virginia,
Mm.
so you know you're the
I,
untouchable.
I could dig that.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. Nice.
Nah, that's wild. Now, like you said, it matters. There's nuance. But I mean, if it's within the recent 5 years, because if they had a serious relationship, not just a little quick run into, because when you have a friend, you guys will let each other know. Like, oh nah, that's someone who I was in a relationship with, or you'll hear of them. But if you didn't, and it just so happened that you ask, hey, yo, listen, you know this chick, and it's, oh yeah, I know who she is. We spoke briefly. That's a different scenario. But for me personally, it's off guard the minute that I see you have something with. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. Yeah, I am fine. I leave that far away. And on top of that, I try to keep it as respectful as possible. You know what I mean?
I look at it like this. I feel like for men, we have a code, right? So your man, your brother, your homie, whatever you want to call that person, there's a code. Like if I'm done with her, there's no like you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? You can't go behind your man. Now I know a couple guys.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
You know
Y'all
what
don't
I mean?
live by that
I
code.
know, you know what I mean? But that's not my business. If that's what you want
It
to do,
might be a code, but so many of
you
y'all
know what I
don't
mean?
live by it.
That's true. That's true. That is
Yeah.
very true.
I mean,
I've
they
had people
utilize
in
the
my
code.
ex-husband's
Yeah.
family try to holler at me. I'm talking about his first cousins, like blood family of his, try to holler after we divorced.
Wow.
Well, like a lot of men be utilizing whatever connection to women that they have to try to get something from the situation. It's fucked up.
Yeah.
But a
Yeah.
lot of men who don't know how to have a relationship with women or know how to like have a conversation with a woman, yeah, man, they're scarce. So
Very
they
much
go
so.
about things differently.
Yeah.
It's
Hold on.
disgusting a little bit, man.
Let me pause. Somebody got some feedback and it's driving me crazy.
All right, is it
Sunshine, do you got on buds or anything?
Uh-uh.
Okay, I think that's what it is. It's coming out your like what we're saying is coming out of your phone and going back into the
Oh.
do you got buds or headphones?
Hold on, I think they're in my gym bag.
All right. I've always wanted to do this. Hold on, where's that?
Now,
Hold on, Chris. Hold on.
okay.
I always
All
want to do
right,
this.
all right, I got you. Trying the best to be legit.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, Sunshine is getting her bud situation situated. Please, where's it at? Hold on. I think I might have deleted it. But subscribe and share.
Is it these? Make sure I got the right ones.
All right.
Yep. All right, I don't hear anything there. Oh no, I said it. Never mind.
It says connected, but I hear nothing in them, so I'm not
Okay,
sure.
so you have to go and you have to on your phone. You should see like a mic icon. You have to tap that mic and choose the earbuds.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me reconnect to my Bluetooth.
Okay.
Make sure y'all subscribe to World Rule Talk.
Don't do it.
Don't
do it.
If you don't, you come to Rob Tappan.
It is not connecting to my earphones.
Nah, the mic part on your phone. You see it on the screen. Do you see the mic sign?
Hold on. Let me
Yeah,
pull
click
this
on the
up.
little arrow on the right side of the mic.
Yeah.
And then it should say headset, earpiece, or speakerphone.
Yeah.
And then click on that. The headset, earpiece.
Oh yeah, man. But while we waiting on Sunshine, yo, that last one was Well, when you get time, Dice, go to the TikTok page and go to the one where it says "Why Black Men Are Tired." That's the one where you were talking about how the government and drugs and all that. Look at it.
Yo, completely went over the head. She
Yes.
mentioned patriarchy. I said, well, this is what the infrastructure of patriarchy is.
Yes.
And we as black men are not in control of a patriarchy.
Ebony,
I don't know.
I know you're watching. She said she was gonna be watching, but
Got to trash. No,
hold on, no. Somebody else got some feedback, man. That ain't her.
Yo, it might be me. Let me double check.
is it me?
Hold on. All right, check. Chris, that's you, man. You ain't got your voice on. Yo, Chris is not professional.
Yo, can you hear me now?
I'm sorry, Sunshine. It was
I was about to
fault.
say because my they will not connect.
You hear me now?
Yeah.
Yo, he said the whole time it's you, man.
Yeah. All right. back to the subject, man.
What's up,
yeah,
Becky?
I mean, I really feel like that's not. I'm not okay. I mean, I'm kind of on Sunshine though. If it's like high school stuff, that don't really count because you're a child. You don't know about life. You don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if it's 5 to 10 years, like from now, I mean, before now, yeah, nah. Now, if it's just somebody I talked to, dated, have at it. But if we were together, like we out in public, PDA, like the whole nine, nah, off limits.
Yeah.
Off
mean,
limits.
Like I said before, though, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just depends on
That's true.
the person. Now, if it's like someone that you really cared about and all that, hell no, I better not see you with it. You know what I mean? And the same applies for the women too. You know what I'm saying? I know women feel that way more than we do.
But I think they think a little bit differently from us because we have this code. You feel what I'm saying? Like, well, real brothers got a real code that we try to live by.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Then, hold on. But then you also got them dudes who will try to screw up your relationship just so they can jump in.
That's
you know what I mean?
true.
Like,
You got women like that too.
Oh yeah. Y'all don't get along, so of course.
Nope.
You got women like that too. I've definitely experienced that.
Yeah,
but I wouldn't say that women necessarily look at it differently. Because loyalty is loyalty, no matter what your gender is.
That's true.
Loyalty is loyalty. You know what I mean? So if you're my friend and we're supposed to be like the true definition of a friend, then you should have respect for me. You're not going to do that out of respect for our friendship and for how you feel about me.
Very much so true.
Yes. So, I mean, if that's a recent relationship, like I said, if we're talking 20 years ago, that's a whole nother ballgame.
Yeah, I don't like I said, that don't count, man. You still kids. You don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Some people still feel the type of way, though. Some people feel like, if it was once my ex, they should be forever off limits.
I mean, it depends on the circumstance. Like Becky said, like high school, middle, that kind of stuff. Nah, man. Me personally, I don't look at it as counting. Made a guy and the cousin was
I know someone who dated a guy. She was with the guy and ended up marrying his brother and had children with his brother.
Oh,
dang, that's cold.
His older brother.
That's cold. God.
Yo.
Yeah.
It was a serious relationship?
Yeah, her and a guy dated for a couple of years. And somehow, I don't know how she ended up dating his brother, but she ended up dating his brother and they ended up getting married and having 2 kids together.
Oh man, yeah.
So what's the relationship with the brothers now?
The brothers, they have a relationship
Exactly.
now. She's nowhere in the picture now.
Yeah.
The brother ended up raising the kids.
Oh.
And I don't know what all happened in their marriage, but he ended up being the primary parent. But him and his brother get along fine.
Well,
That
what
is
about when
that's
it
interesting.
occurred?
I don't know exactly how it went down when it first occurred. I wasn't there when it first happened. I met her when she was already with his older brother. After
Oh,
when
gotcha,
she
gotcha,
was,
gotcha.
I think she was pregnant with the second kid or had just had the second kid when I met her.
Dang, that's cold, man.
That's
That is
embarrassing.
cold.
Yo, I'm just
Yeah.
like so intrigued. Like, yo, this is an interesting situation. But the fact that the brothers worked it out, but the fact, but also she left. I thought it was I thought it would have ended up a little bit better. You know what I mean? I didn't think that was going to be the ending of the story. That's
I don't know
interesting.
how their
The
marriage ended
twist.
because I ended up leaving the state.
Shit.
So I was gone. I just know when I came back to visit at one point in time, she was no longer in the picture. The older brother had the kids. And I've seen like photos online, and the older brother is the one that has primarily had the kids.
Okay,
Wow.
now I gotta play devil's advocate. Okay, look, there's a lot of people. Most men have this innate thing with being able to talk about their partner when they're with their boys. This
Mm-hmm.
can be very troubling because this can cause a problem like what we're talking about right now. You could be setting a fantasy and you feeding this dude something that he ain't never seen before, heard before as your friend. You're telling him what you're doing with this woman, how she's doing this, how she's doing that. When you start messing up, you just like you told him all the good stuff that she can do and what she's capable of. The fact that this might not be sitting right with you at this moment, it looks like an opportunity for this guy. Like he might come
Yes.
right in after,
Yes.
snatch the situation from under. It may not be right, but you don't realize what you did. You know what I mean? You kind of
Yeah.
created the situation.
You think women don't do that?
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
I think women could do
But
it too.
see, I think with women though, they try to destroy within. Right? Dudes will just go. They'll go to the actual. They'll go to the female and try to throw salt. You know what I'm saying? And try to make you look a certain way. I think women, y'all do it.
No.
Girl,
I had a situation recently.
Yeah.
No, I had a situation a few years ago where I left my social media page, but everybody they kind of misread what I wrote. Right. So they misread what I wrote. So I wasn't taking any calls. I kind of like went into isolation. My um now husband, but at the time we were dating. So my boyfriend was living out of state. Mind you, my best friend lived down the street from me. I have another friend that lives right up in Raleigh. So an hour from me. And another friend, another female, right? Now she's met my best friend. She's met the friend that lived an hour away. This particular female did not inbox me to say, hey, how are you? Are you okay? What's going on? She didn't inbox my best friend who lives right down the street to say, hey, how are you? She didn't inbox the friend that lives an hour away to say, hey, how are you? She went right to my man and inboxed him and was like, hey, how is sunshine? What's going
Wow.
on? Now he, of course,
Wow.
let me know and was like, hey,
Okay.
she inboxed me.
Yeah.
She sent me a message asking about you. And I was like, well, that's crazy. Why would she go straight to you and you don't live in this state? When you've met my
Damn.
best friend and she lives 10 minutes down the street, you've met my other friend who lives an hour away. Why would you go to somebody that doesn't even live in the state to inquire about my well being instead of going to the best friend that's 10 minutes away from me?
Okay. I dig what you're saying.
Oh, you
I dig.
moving funny.
Yep.
Moving hella funny.
You were trying to find an opening.
Yeah. Trying to find a
So
kick in that armor.
women are sneaky too. Women are
That's true.
very sneaky.
That's true.
Very much
That's a
so.
tactical
That's true.
little. And
Yeah.
most men wouldn't catch it. They just would think nothing of it.
Oh,
Mhm.
I always put him on game when it comes to women. A lot of stuff he doesn't catch when it comes to women. And I'll tell him,
Yeah.
like, do you realize what the game this girl trying to play right now with you? And he'll be like, what? I'm like, watch this. When you go to work, if she does such and such or says this, watch the play. Or I'll tell him, go say this. And I guarantee you her response is gonna be blah, blah, blah. Like I've coached him through so many plays because he's like, oh my goodness, I didn't. I'm like, dog, no.
Yeah, we don't be knowing, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like I don't be unless it's
Yeah.
direct. Like I'll be like, really? Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I've learned that with y'all, and women have their ways. That women have their ways. Like I had to tell him one time he was at a job and the women kept. There was one particular woman kept trying to hit on him, kept trying to hit on him. He would tell me all the things she was saying. She was like trying to build herself up, to make herself look like she was a good option. And I said, I'll tell you how to shut that down. I said, show her what I look like. Show her a picture of me. And then just speak very, very highly of me. Speak about my accomplishments, talk about all the things that I do. Speak very highly of me. I said, because once she starts to feel like she's not competition, she's going to
She'll
leave you
stop.
alone. I said, and most women actually will respect a good dude. If they feel like you really truly care about your woman and you really like in that relationship and really respect your woman, most women, most will back down.
yeah. Now there's some
Most.
out there. You
No,
want to
there's
talk
some that want
about
to prove a point.
pointless?
There's some
Yes.
that want to prove that every man cheats. There's some
Yeah.
that want to
Yes.
prove that just
Yes.
wants to take your man. Yeah, you got those, but most
There
women
you
Mm-hmm.
go.
will back down. So he went back to work. He did exactly what I said. Within a few days, then it became, oh, hey, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Whole approach changed up. He said, dang. I said, I told you. Especially once he showed me what she looked like. I said, oh, she used to get male attention. She's used to getting male attention, so she can't understand why you're not playing into it. I
Yep.
could tell you how to shut this down if you want to shut it down.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Good
it's,
advice too.
yeah, that's why it's kind of good for men to actually have like a platonic female around them, which I know a lot of y'all don't believe in it, but it can be beneficial.
I have one
Yeah.
that be put me on game.
I
I ain't
think it
even gonna
is.
lie.
I think it is,
Yeah,
man. It
I
really
mean,
is.
yeah,
yeah,
it really is
yeah.
But
But
like you
I had
because you
said,
a
the
need.
platonic side, that's tricky. It can be tricky.
I
But if
mean,
it's
not really.
respect, if it's respect, then it's simple.
mm-hmm.
I
If
don't,
both got
Facts.
morals and standards, I think it's easy.
yeah, but I don't think it's tricky for the simple fact that most people's argument when it comes to a male female friendship is somebody wants to sleep with the other. And I look at it like this: somebody
Yeah.
can be you can be sexually attracted and not act on it.
Mm-hmm.
I can still 100% be your friend and not act on the fact that I might be sexually attracted to you, but because I respect you and our relationship with each other, I don't have to act on it. I don't have to put it out there. It can exist no different than you can date somebody and you can break up and still maintain a friendship without the sexual aspect because maybe I'm not sexually attracted to you anymore. And maybe that's more of a female thing than a male thing, but
Yeah.
at least as a woman, I can lose sexual attraction for you and still be friends with you as the person and not want to sleep with you at all.
I
So
mean, yeah,
I
for
don't
sure.
think it's hard to maintain a friendship, but then it also falls on you have to establish those boundaries with the other person. That's the other part of it.
That, that's true.
You are speaking maturity.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
most is not doing they
Ah,
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They, they,
We,
they
we
would find
yeah.
it, they would find little tricky things, or like they're not being they're not being upfront with who they are or what their intent is. You know what I mean? Some people are get into this idea of a friendship, and that really wasn't their intent in the first place. And some people, it
true
mutually
enough.
happens. It's like, hey, you know what, we kicking. It's like, yo, you know what, you cool. Like, yo, hey, yo, we could go play pool or something like that. It ain't gotta be come to my house, go to your house. It's like, yo, I want to. Whenever I go to a party, day party, or whatever the case may be, I'll let you know. We can meet up and then go about our business after. See, that's different. That I feel like is different. It's because it's like, hey, look, it's platonic. We're not looking for anything, but it's like just when I'm having fun, I know you like to have fun the way I like to have fun. So I'll invite you or let you know what's up. You come, you come, you don't, but we still have that mutual respect for each other and boundaries where we're meeting, how we're meeting, make sure it's not in indoors, make sure it's not in your house, my house. Is like there's boundaries and respect in there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I would also
Now,
say that a lot of people they don't know how to be real friends with the opposite gender because they only see the opposite gender for what they want from them. They don't know how to
Yes,
see the person.
yes.
And that's why you have a lot of people that feel like you can't be friends with them. Well, that's because you don't even know how to be a friend to them. You only know what you want from them to begin with. You don't know what a real friendship really look like.
Oh, you know what? I have this friend.
You talking facts?
I have this friend that this podcast just happens to be named after. She feels the total opposite. She feel like men and women cannot be friends without
That's
somebody
crazy.
wanting to do something.
That's
And
crazy.
I have to say, yes, we can. Yes,
I,
we can.
I'm
I love,
married, and most of my
just
friends
saying.
are men, and my husband knows that, and he has met them. He has talked to them. Like I've been friends with them for years, and it is what it is. Now, me, I'm a little bit different also because I was raised by men.
Yeah, I'm about to
So
say, you sound like you beat niggas up.
no,
You know what I'm saying? Like you have
Came
that I
down to
will
it.
whoop your ass nigga energy. You feel what I'm saying?
I was raised by
Yeah.
men, but so for
Yeah.
me, it's a little bit different because I'm very comfortable around men
Yeah.
because I was raised by men. So I'm very
Yeah.
comfortable communicating with men. I know how
Yeah.
to communicate with men. I tend to have better conversations with men because my interests typically are more aligned with men.
Mm.
So,
Yeah.
like you're not gonna find me sitting around talking about reality TV or music artists, or that's not me. I went to school for carpentry and
Yeah.
construction.
See, yeah,
I like her. I
yeah.
like her. She
Huge
could beat up
difference.
niggas and then build them a house.
Yeah, you
I go to the gym. I
stupid.
do.
I
I lift. I
Well,
lift.
He said
okay.
beat
You
niggas up
lift?
and then build
Yes, I
something.
lift.
build a house.
What's your max? What's your benches?
My max deadlift is 275. My max hip thrust is 275. My
Right.
max squat is 215. My bench press though is like 115.
Okay. Damn, you got me on the squat. I'm not gonna lie, my squat game is terrible. Terrible. I bench my max is 375. I was trying to get that 400. So I'll like on heavy days, I'll go for 375. I can get one clean, one assisted. But I usually finish up my bench press work on my chest workouts with 315. So yeah.
That's good.
Oh
My
no,
goal is to get my benches up to at least
yeah.
200. If I want all my
You got it.
maxes in
You
the
got it.
200s, and then I'm
You got
good.
it. I'm gonna tell you what helps, right? This will help me get my bench up is flat bench press with dumbbells. Right.
Hmm.
But a lot of cats will go wide, but tuck your elbows and then focus on like I like to do I know the guys are sitting here like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, y'all kicking out, but we letting it rock. We letting it rock. Y'all kicking out, but it's cool.
No.
Hey,
Yo,
rock
anytime
out.
somebody starts talking about working out, I was like, I get
Gotta
sucked
pad it out.
Man. Yeah, man.
My daddy was a bodybuilder, and he was a
Nice.
carpenter.
Oh,
So
Nice.
I grew up in a
Hey.
house
Yeah.
working out and building stuff,
Yeah.
and I didn't get treated like a girl. My daddy very
All you
much.
missing is that tattoo right here.
Oh
You
God,
know what I'm
no.
saying? Yeah.
Oh
'Cause
no.
She
I ain't
said,
seen
"Oh
a
God,
meme.
no."
Look, no, I ain't seen a meme. It said women who got tattoos right here beat niggas up. and me and Chris are brothers. Me and Chris are brothers, and our little sister got a tattoo right there, and she be beating people up.
Yeah,
No, I'm calm
man.
now. Maybe in my younger days. I'm much calmer now. When I was younger, I might have tussled once or twice with an ex-boyfriend, but I'm past those days.
Yeah. You know what? I like her, man. I like her. Yeah. I
I'm
like her.
calm. I'm
All
calm
right.
now.
Moving on. We get off subject.
All
But
right, man. So
go ahead, Chris.
hold on. One aspect of this right here that we didn't touch on was living with a platonic friend. Now, do you guys think that's easier to do?
Hold on. Pause. What does this have to do with the prompt?
That's tricky.
No,
We're gonna
I
talk about this. Go ahead, Chris.
no. I'm just piggybacking on what you were saying earlier.
Oh, I
You know
dig
what I'm
it.
saying?
I dig it. Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, do you think it's easier living with a platonic friend, right? And both of y'all are dating other people, or do you think that's kind of like a challenge, depending on the people?
I mean, like she said, depending on where you at up here, you know what I mean. Like I could do it. I could do it. No problem.
I don't
Because
think so.
I would never be friends with somebody that I look at in that manner. You dig what I'm saying? And I definitely would live with somebody that I look at in that manner.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's a setup, bro.
Yeah. That's.
I mean, hey,
again, it depends.
You gotta test yourself, man. You gotta test yourself.
He said you.
Bro,
My name
Can I ask a question?
My name is not Buddha, bro. I'm not telling you nothing.
I have a question, and it's on your topic. It's on your topic about dating a friend's ex.
Hmm.
Let's say, since we're gonna speak like mature adults, right? Not every breakup has to be a toxic breakup, although some people do wait until it is toxic. So let's say two
That's
people
true.
break up
That's very
on
true.
amicable terms,
Hmm.
right? Let's say
Hmm.
it's like, hey, listen, you and I have outgrown each other. We're not on the same path. You know, we don't want the same things in life. I love you and I care about you, but we're going to go our separate ways. But what if that friend is like, you and I didn't work out, but you actually would be a great match for my friend?
Okay, but see, that's different though because you're giving the blessing. You know what I'm saying? Like you're
Yeah.
giving the blessing.
Well, the
Me,
question didn't state whether or not they blessed it. It just
yeah,
said, should you do it?
yeah.
So I'm kind of
Okay,
flipping it and just
okay.
asking.
Finding loopholes. All
You
right,
know what I mean?
I
I'm
dig
just
what you're saying.
asking, like,
I
what
dig what
if?
you're
I
Like,
saying.
what
mean,
if your friend says,
Yeah,
hey, this ain't gonna work for us. Like, it's
yeah.
not gonna work for us. But I think this person actually will be perfect for you.
Trump.
If your friend came to you like that, would you do it? Would you say, like, you know what?
Like,
I think it's
yeah.
doable, especially if it's again, hey yo, like this is not working. If they both mutually feel that way, like yeah, we better off being cool. And it's like, yo, speaking of being cool, I actually got somebody who kind of, seen us walking. They like you a lot more than I did. They were talking about you a lot more than. Would you mind? Would you think about? It's like, hey, you know what? Let me see. I think it's doable. I don't think it's nothing. It's
Yeah.
nothing. It's
I
nothing wrong
mean,
in that, especially if they
no,
ain't
no,
date for
no.
too long, anything like that. If it
Yeah,
wasn't like moving in and it didn't get too crazy, I think it's doable. I think it's
yeah.
doable.
I can agree with that one. Plus, like I said, you giving the blessing. It's not somebody trying to be sneaky, you know what I mean, or go behind your back, you know what I mean, like on some creepy shit. But like, I feel like if you're giving the blessing, I feel like that's okay.
What's too crazy? Does that mean they did or didn't smash?
No,
Oh,
no. I think it's the
that's a good
time. I
question.
think it's like
yeah.
what was invested. Sometimes when we younger, the smashing it's the main thing. But it's like the older you get, it's like, hey, listen, what did you share with this person? Like, you know what I mean? Your first time
I
doing
agree.
this, the first time we lived together, we did this, we did that. Might have had a child. See, now that makes things a bit different. Like the
Yeah,
reason why, because some people they have a child, they may grow to be co-parents at a quicker rate than people who don't have a kid. They may be
Hmm.
holding on to
hmm,
that thing that they had. It may be a little different. Like, you know what I mean? Certain nuances changes the fact that also the mentality of the people. If they've matured and been like, you know what, we mutually, this isn't gonna work, and we'll be better off friends because we could support, we could do this. But when it comes to the love factor, of the love languages, it didn't really match, or in terms of the communication with growing through the trauma didn't work out well, but we made it through. We just not attracted to each other like that no more.
mm.
That happens as well. So it's like I think sometimes some people like they live it. I'm trying to find the right way to say it. They experience the full relationship with that person.
Hmm.
Like it went through its full course and nothing bad happened. Like they grew apart amicably, mutually, with an understanding. I think that's rare, but it does happen.
It does.
Hmm.
Yeah. Now in that situation, like I said, I mean, I think that's okay. That's doable, like Dice said.
No.
You know what I mean? But in the situations where your man or your girlfriend or your lady, your friend or whoever try to go behind your back, or even if they come to you like, yo, I know you ain't with her no more, can I, blah 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 blah. Nah, that's not cool. You know what I'm saying? And I've had those situations occur twice with the same person.
Yes, you did.
With the
Damn.
same person.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be
Uh
so awkward. I can't
yeah.
imagine going to my friend and saying, "Hey,
Yo,
I
okay. Let me let
mean,
me let me
Twice.
let me
trying to
tell you
get
this
that."
story. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you the first story, right? So, um, me and this particular person, we're not friends anymore. I don't have any hate or nothing like that towards him. Hope he has a great life. But I was dealing with this young lady, and me and this particular friend lived together. So, you know, of course he hears everything. You know what I'm saying? And there were times where he'd knock on the door and be like, "Hey man, can you just keep it down a little bit, whatever." So me and this girl break up, right? Years later, I get a phone call. What's up, man? Hey, man, guess what I came across on the chat line? I'm like, who?
On the
And,
chat.
oh no, that was his thing. Hey, no shade, no hate. That was his thing. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
that was a
That
joint
just
back in
gave
the
me a
day,
time
man.
frame
Yeah.
right there, a chat line. I'm like,
Joint.
that was okay. That's a throwback
Not,
story. I
not,
got you.
yeah, not something. Oh yeah. That's definitely way back. Not
Yeah.
something was my thing, but that was his thing. Hey, how you get it, how you live, baby. So he said the girl's name, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. And he was like, do you mind if I, I was like, hell nah. You know what I'm saying? He was like, man, you got a girl. So what they got to do with anything? No. You know what I'm saying? Nah. And then another one, she partook. And this is at a point in time where, Bud was being, marketed around, you feel me? And he was like, yo, can I have, come through, and sell us some bud. And I'm like, nah, because I know how you get down. You get there wanting to throw a free bags and y'all smoking, and all of a sudden, y'all, doing what, But here's the thing, she didn't like him. So it wouldn't have worked anyway. But it was just the fact that I know the plan. You know what I mean? I was like, nah, you can't sell her nothing. No.
Well, I would say I would at least respect the fact that they came to me because,
Yeah.
like
Oh
I
yeah, for
said,
sure. For
I've been
sure.
in
Yeah.
situations.
I mean,
Well, I've had, yeah, two relationships for sure where a family member has tried to holler at me. For
I've
sure. Two
I've had
relationships,
I've
like
had that
lived
happen.
with the man,
Yeah.
and a family member tried to holler at
Yeah.
me after the fact.
So the second one I just referred to, the one that smoked, after we broke up, her mama tried to get at me.
Ooh,
I was like,
see,
Pastor?
that's
Pastor? Really, Pastor? She was a
that.
I
Well,
see
pastor.
what
that
you're
actually
saying.
makes more
If you
sense
don't
to me.
understand what I'm saying, she was a pastor.
Yeah, but that actually, I feel
Yeah.
like that the church, they act pious, but they
Yeah.
do really wild stuff in the church.
Yeah, they
So
do.
Oh yeah, for sure.
none of
But
that surprises me.
she liked them young. You know what I'm saying? I think I was like maybe 32, right? And her ex-husband was my age. And I was dating her daughter.
But to go after somebody your child has been with is
Yeah,
disgusting.
that's
Like you
that's
need a
that's
therapist.
another.
That's
yeah, that's
Yo, I'm
pathetic.
Yeah.
not gonna lie. You hit it on that. What the? Every
Yeah.
time I see those, I'll be like, what the? What's? You know what? I don't want to know. I don't want to
Yeah.
understand that. I don't want to think like that. I'd
like
rather not.
Yeah.
I have grown children, and even their friends look like children to me. You know what I'm saying? My
There you
oldest
go.
child is 26 years old. Like when my son's friends used to come to the house, I just can't imagine the mindset of any grown adult that looks at a young teenager, especially your child's friend. Like it just doesn't
Mhm.
make sense to me. That's just
Yeah. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
Miss Sunshine. Hey man, your mama fine.
He
they
said,
ain't
"Hey,
play
Miss
like that
Sunshine."
though. They they
Hey,
they made very
hey,
few comments because my son did not play them
hey,
type of
hey,
games.
Yeah,
hey, Miss
yeah,
Sunshine.
yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta be a
They and
cold
I was
tone.
not the type. I didn't dress crazy when his friend was
Yeah.
at the house. I used to
Yeah.
fuss and be like, "Can you let me know first if somebody gonna be
Yeah.
here
Yeah.
before I
Yes.
Yeah. No, I was just
don't
being
just be
funny.
bringing
I
people in
was
the
just,
house without."
I was
Well,
being
somebody
stupid.
actually told me that one time. They was like, "Oh, you like the
Oh,
attention." I said,
what?
Huh?
"Why do I want attention from little boys?
Thank you.
That's
Yo,
nasty.
we talk about
That's
this.
Can't do shit for you.
Yeah. Yeah. But kind of shift the gears to the other side of things. I was given a blessing. All right. I was given a blessing. I think it was more so him challenging me, right? Because I was a quiet dude, right? All the things my friends did, I didn't do. So I don't want to say no names, but when trains and stuff like that was happening, I didn't participate. That's not my thing. You know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
was always, because I wanted a girlfriend, like I wanted a relationship. You know what I mean? That was my thing. That's what I wanted. So this particular person used to try to play me real hard. You know what I'm saying? Like I played for the other team. You know what I mean?
oh
So yeah, because I didn't participate. So one day,
First of all,
go ahead.
go ahead.
So one day, he was dealing. Go ahead, Chris, because I go into it too. You know what I'm saying? We'll go into it after this.
Now, I was going to say, first of all, if you run a train, I feel like this, man. If you run a train,
it's gay. It's gay. I'm sorry.
side note, it's gay.
No man should have a dick out in another room with another grown man. That's all I'm saying.
Wait, all right, let's be clear.
Yeah.
They called you gay for not doing it.
Facts.
Yeah.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
Continue though. Continue.
And the crazy part is, out of all of us, I'm the one with the successful marriage. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the crazy part.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah. Anyway.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I got thoughts, but it's gonna take you off topic. But I got thoughts on that.
We can go there. But let me finish the story. So, right, this girl that he was messing with, right? We got real tight. We got real cool. She lived up the block from where I lived at. So they always used to come to my house. Well, it wasn't my house. They came to the house I was living at. So, but when come and keep it 100, man, we friends, brothers. So when I told him, oh man, he was hurt. But I'm like, okay, the dude that you pick on, that you mess with, conquer something that you probably took time to try to get to. I got it like that. Because my middle name is that nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's my other side of the coin story. But
yeah,
go ahead, Sunshine. I just
find that interesting that the male ego sometimes, like a man not wanting to run trains, you classify him as gay, which is crazy to me, because why is being promiscuous somehow a validation of one's manhood? When I truly feel like a lot of men that are promiscuous like that, you probably, although a lot of y'all don't look at it this way, y'all give accolades to the young men that get with older women. But a lot of men deal with older women, and sometimes not older women. A lot of men have things that happen to them in childhood that causes them to become promiscuous and transactional as adults.
Yes.
Facts.
So
yep.
When I hear things like that, that's kind of my first thought. Like,
See, this is my thing going on, right? So me and Chris grew up really, really bad. Like, we grew up rough. And I seen what my mother went through. And I love my mother. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I would never treat or put a woman in that situation. You know what I mean? So it made me have this utmost respect for women. You know what I'm saying? So things of that nature, like, I couldn't do it. I could not bring myself to do it. And then plus, I don't want to have my meat out in front of everybody else. You know what I'm saying? That's just gay. Man. I'm sorry. It is what it is.
It's just interesting that being promiscuous somehow is supposed to validate someone's manhood. I find that interesting. Like that, and that's a man thing. That's definitely a man thing, but I find that so interesting. Like,
well, like for me, it's like you standing around like waiting for like the same piece of food that everybody's standing around. That's off-putting to me. Like it never made me comfortable.
It really is.
It never. It really I don't. Hey, dude, you know what? I'll get my own. You get your own, and you know what I'm saying. We could just have a good time. But I'm not. No.
I can't, man.
You might want to hit the clinic the next day.
Yeah, and I just feel like that is so degrading. I mean, even though the woman allows herself to be in that situation, I just feel like it's slightly degrading. Even if I participate in her, stupidity, like that is degrading. And I refuse to do stuff like that.
I think it's degrading to all the participants, to tell you the truth.
Because agreed.
Even as the man, like, what is your self-esteem and self-worth that you want to stand in line and wait like that? Like,
I was just about to say that.
Yeah,
in line.
Because to me, you said if a man was to ever tell me you stood in line and waited, I'm just gonna be like, you're really not the man you think you are, because men that really got it like that and can get it like that, they're not standing in line waiting. Matter of fact, they don't really have to say a word because the women are coming to them.
Facts.
Yeah.
And a lot of men think they're more than what they are. Like, you're not the man you think you are.
Exactly. And I'm gonna keep it 100. Like it was a couple of them that there were the women that wound up actually becoming their girlfriends later on down the line. I mean, on the low, you know what I'm saying? They took their shots at me. You know what I'm saying? But I don't do stuff like that. So, you know what I mean? Like, I just kind of, all right, cool, whatever. You with him, not my thing. You know what I'm saying? That's my man, whatever. You know what I mean? But
interesting creatures. I don't mean that in a bad way. Truly, it interests me. Like, men get more accolades to dog out a woman and do a woman wrong
then they do for doing them
than
right.
to actually do right by a woman. Other men look down on you for treating a woman right. But then when women get tired of being dogged out, women get put down and you tell the women to go choose better. And it's like,
it's a circle, man.
What is this?
Well, you know why? It's because it's, you know what it is? It's because it's like the great unlearning. When you're young, you're told that this is the way to kind of go about the situation. And then you look around as a young man and you see it for the most part. It's upon you as a young man to like really make that decipher. Like, you know, am I going to really be in this? Is it something that I'm really going like, you know, participate in? Or am I going to go my own route and go about it the way that I want to go about it? A lot of dudes that I know, they followed and they did the exact same thing most of the other dudes did. Me, I wasn't really the type to do that. I didn't like to be told what to do. Period. I didn't really like that. Whether it was friends, I don't like it. We can talk about it, but just don't demand that I do something. You know what I'm saying? So that made a lot of shit problematic in the street for me, at which way it saved me in the long run. So it's like, yo, we finna go do this. Like, I'm not doing that.
That's
like,
a fact.
Yo, bro, you just
I quit fucking with you.
I won't be going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
but see, I had
scenarios.
OGs, right? Like my friends' older brothers. They was like, you know, we see something in you. All right. You're not gonna be out there doing what they're doing. You know what I mean? And like I've had times where I stepped out of line, did something they told me not to do, and got my ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? So I always had OGs, thankfully, in my corner. You know what I'm saying? I didn't meet my father until I was 23. So, but I had these guys to mentor me, not be a father, mentor. You know what I'm saying?
You have the right kind of mentor.
Oh, for sure. And still to this day, we are friends. I can call them up. Hey, you know, blah, 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 blah. What should I do? What you think? And they give me the best advice possible. You know what I'm saying? So I just stayed out the streets like that. And I mean, I was still in the streets doing stuff, but the stuff that my friends were doing, I couldn't do, man. I wouldn't put my health or my life at risk, man. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Niggas climbed me so hard growing up. I ain't care. You know what I'm saying? I ain't care because I live a great life. I got a great wife. You feel me? So, hey, success.
And they probably the ones that I'll be seeing in the nursing home. So it's a.
Yep, niggas still.
I promise it's a circle. I try to tell these men, like, I see y'all in y'all later years. Y'all get online and y'all talk all this junk, but I'm a nurse. I did go to school for construction. But I am currently still a nurse.
Hey, beat niggas up, build them a house, and then take care of them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, man.
Yeah. I can stitch you up and everything. Yeah. Yeah. And I cook too. I cook you a meal after I whoop your ass. And you know what I'm saying? I'll feed you. I'm sorry, baby. Go ahead and eat this food here. My bad. I ain't mean to.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
God, man.
Dope.
But yeah, I don't. You know, like I said, I'm a man, and some things about what other men do, I don't understand. And I was just telling Ebony this. I was like, I stick so much to my morals and my principles. I am out of touch with the new age way of thinking when it comes to relationships and friendships. And like, I'm an old school dude. I feel like old school rules are the best way to live because it's simple. You know what I'm saying? It's a yes or a no. It's not in between. You know what I mean? Either we're going to do it, we're not going to do it. Either we're going to do what we got to do, or you're going to sit on your ass. You know what I'm saying? That's how I think. So I think I'm so out of touch with this modern day way of thinking. Like some stuff I don't understand.
It's interesting out there. The internet, I think, has done a number on people's brains.
Oh, yeah.
Dysfunction, man. People are attracted to dysfunction, yo.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
It creates dopamine, man. You know what I'm saying? It floods the body with dopamine. You know what I mean?
Well, it's also because if you function within chaos, and if you get into a environment that is not chaotic, you will literally trigger your flight or fight because you become uncomfortable because it feels like a threat, and you will then have to create chaos so you can feel
Yo,
comfortable.
you know what's crazy? Me
Yes.
and Tiki, shout out to Tiki. We were just talking about this. How some people are so used to a certain type of person when they get that opposite, they're not getting what they got from the last person. So they
Yes.
create it.
In
You know
Mhm.
what
that
I mean?
person.
Yes,
Yeah.
Mhm.
that's exactly right.
It's self-sabotage though. I actually just spoke on that. I know he said I do videos. I do. I have a little following on TikTok where I speak
Okay.
on a lot of real life scenarios, relationships. I've had a whole series on parenting going on right now, like
Okay.
adult children, and um but I've spoken on that recently too about self-sabotage,
What's
because
your
that's what it is. You
what,
you
what's your
can't
what's your TikTok?
sun,
I didn't cut you off. I'm sorry. What's your
you're fine.
TikTok so
Sunshine
everybody can
speaks.
follow you? All right, let's go. Let's see. Sunshine.
Speaks.
All one word.
No, I think there's an underscore. It's an underscore. Sunshine speaks.
Okay.
But I think it'll pull up too if you type in Sunshine Minks. It'll pull up.
All right, there we go.
Forgiveness does
Scary
not
light skinned
always
lady
mean.
that can be an
Oh yeah,
opposite.
that was my
All right.
morning reflection yesterday.
Huh.
Yes, that was
Uh,
yesterday's morning reflection. I didn't record this week because the
thanks.
kids are on spring break.
Gotcha. But
But yeah, the people you'll sabotage, and people do that all the time. Actually, I literally just spoke on this last week about how you, because it feels, people say, oh, it's too good to be true. It's
Yo,
too good to be true.
yo.
Too good to be true. So then you will go create the scenarios to
mm-hmm.
prove to yourself that you were
Yes,
right. Like women that have
exactly.
been in relationships where they've gotten cheated on. You will go accuse this man of cheating because you're triggered by something he did that reminds you what the last man did. And you're going to keep triggering him until he cheats, or B, he leaves you, or C, he checks out the relationship.
Hmm.
One of the three is how it goes. But you've now created that scenario because you were triggered, and you created the chaos because that's what you're used to. So you sabotaged it because it felt too good to be true. But really, you just didn't know how
Yeah.
to function with the calm.
Ooh,
Yo,
yo,
hey
you
man,
know
that's
what?
a clip.
We
That's a
need to have,
clip.
yeah, clip that. We need to have her and Tiki on, man. Her and Tiki together,
Yeah,
man.
y'all will build. Y'all will
Y'all blow
build.
that up,
Hell
man.
yeah. Hell
Shout out to
yeah.
Tiki, man. That's my girl, man.
Shout out to Tiki.
Yeah, for
Yo,
sure.
But
definitely.
it's just
That's true
it's
though,
good.
man.
It's good to have the conversation where it's clear on the fact that you see the problems within circumstances. It's hard when we're speaking sometimes, and it's as if we're like talking to the wall. We don't have problems. We don't have issues.
Yeah.
We don't go through these things.
Whew.
It's
Yeah.
not nuance to a lot of things, and it isn't just a blanket statement across the board.
Yeah.
I hate the superficial conversations because it,
Well, you would have
there's
hated
so
to been
much
on there
more.
last live.
It's so
Yeah,
much
there's so much
more.
more to everything.
So
Yeah,
much more.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I can't do the
Yeah.
superficial, but and you can't expect people to be honest with you when they're not even honest with themselves.
Hey, you know what? There we go.
Message.
There we go. Speaking of, and I'm gonna bring it back to what you said just a little while ago about self
Mhm.
sabotage. I even battle with that. I was just having a conversation with my older brother. I was realizing that I was doing that. I'm like, dude, when it comes to like my music, I self sabotage sometimes, and I don't realize I'm doing it. I'm like, nah, I gotta do this and I gotta do it. I'm like, why are you making this about everything? The
Yeah.
minute you lock in, it flows well. It goes right. It does exactly what it needs to do. It's better for you. You're calming. You're in your zone. You feel like connection to source, buddy. What are we doing here? And it's like that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's too
But you
good
got
to
to
be true in that
realize,
moment.
sometimes, a lot of times, we are our own worst critics and we chase
Yes.
perfection, right? Perfection is one of those things where the post just keeps moving and never stops, right? So a
Yes.
lot of the time is oh, this ain't good enough for in relationship case, like she said, this ain't happening. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Let me find out what's really happening. You feel what I'm saying? Like you sabotage yourself because
I
you
take it a
continue.
little deeper for you
Yeah, do so.
when you speak on the self sabotage and sometimes having feelings of not being good enough, because everything goes back to your childhood. So
That's that is a fact.
for me personally, there are issues that I still deal with to this day because I grew up in a very, very hypercritical home.
Yeah.
So I'm very hard on myself. I criticize a lot of the things that I do. And I had to realize that sometimes I overly criticize myself because that's the environment I grew up in. So for people that
Mm,
grew up in a home where, like, I was told by both my parents that I wasn't gonna be shit. You know,
mm,
if you grew up in a
damn.
home where you felt like you weren't good enough, or you were being told that you weren't good enough, or
Mm-hmm.
you know, you were just felt neglected, and which a lot of people, because they grew up in survival, you may not necessarily felt loved. And so
Facts.
you might start feeling like I'm not good enough.
Facts. Been
And
there.
that plays out in
Yeah.
not just your relationship, that plays out in things like your music, that plays out in,
Mm-hmm.
like, I've struggled with weight loss my whole life.
Mm.
Went back to my childhood, but that it played out from that too. Like a lot of our behaviors, yeah, we sabotage ourselves with a lot of stuff, but it goes back to things in your childhood that you don't always connect the dots on and realize, damn,
Man.
it came
God.
from that day.
Yeah, you were hitting
Mm-hmm.
stuff on the head. Like I
Yep.
I am very close to somebody extremely famous, and they are going through that right now, but do not understand, you know what I'm saying, why they're doing it. You know what I mean? And I don't want to get too deep, but into their situation. But everything you said is happening right now.
It goes
You
back to
gotta go through that
childhood. It
inner
goes back to
child. You
Yeah.
got to
childhood.
deal with that
Oh
childhood.
man, when I said, boy,
You got to deal with that childhood because that. So the way I teach people, which he probably tell you, psych is one of my favorite things. I love psychology. That is my passion. Is psychology. But the way that I teach people is up until the age of 18, you are told who you are. You're told what to think. You're told what to believe. You're told how to act. You're told how to talk.
mhm,
You are told everything about yourself, and everything up until 18 makes you who you are. After
Mm-hmm.
that, it's on you to unlearn all of that and
facts.
become who you're supposed to be. And most people never do that part. Most
Yep.
people don't do the unlearning.
Yeah,
That's why I say it's the great
yeah,
unlearning, man. It
yeah.
never
And
stops.
Yeah.
The
you know what?
great freaking unlearning,
Never
man.
stops.
In me and Chris's case, we didn't have anybody to tell us anything. Like we kind of learned as we went. And there's six of us. I'm the oldest. Chris is kind of in the middle, and then we got three younger than me and Chris, and then it's me and then my brother under me, and then Chris, and then three younger ones.
Yeah.
So I pretty much spent my childhood raising them. You know what I'm saying? The three younger ones. So I didn't have anybody be like, all right, do this, do this, do this. But as I got older, like I said, I started meeting OGs. They started kind of guiding me about what not to do in life. But I didn't have anybody there to be like, oh, I need to think this way, do this, speak like this. You know what I mean? I didn't have anybody. So I kind of just learned as I went. You know what I mean? And I'm very empathetic and sympathetic. So I see a lot of things around me and I learn. So a lot of my principles and morals kind of came from watching how other people's fucking up. And I'm like, I can't do that. That's wrong. You know what I'm saying? Or this is
Hmm.
right. You feel what I'm saying? So when I did get old enough to figure out me, I had a hard time. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot of anger issues. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie, I did stuff that probably, as a youngster, you know what I'm saying? Youngster, I'm 45 now. We talking 20s.
Got to make
That
it
probably
clear. Make that
that
clear.
probably. I'm not gonna lie. I should be in prison right now. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? But I had to like Dice said. In my case, it was learning, it wasn't unlearning. It was just learning. You know what I'm saying? And then I kind of had to unlearn. You know what I mean? I learned that I was always upset. I was always angry. I thought people was
Mm-hmm.
after me. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't trust people. You know what I mean? Like everybody's out to get me. That's what I kind of learned as I went. But then as I got older, I had to unlearn that. You know
I
what I'm
think it's
saying?
a combination of both for all of us, though,
Yeah.
because nobody's parent can 100% prepare you
Nope.
for the world. They can only teach you what they know to teach you.
That's a
And
fact.
that may or may not help you. Like
Yeah.
my dad taught me a lot, but there's a lot he didn't teach me either. And then he was
Yeah.
raising me as a single father. So, yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot you taught me, but there's a lot that you didn't know to teach me. And then when you're raising children, we're raising them based off the world that we came up in,
Yep.
Mm.
Yeah.
not necessarily
Exactly.
the world that they're growing up in, because you can only teach what you know because we're not growing up in this world anymore. So our knowledge is based off of a life that really don't exist no more.
That's true.
I mean,
Yep.
yeah, teaching is very limited
It's
because you can have the best household, the best parents, best life, you know what I'm saying, the best everything, and still grow up to not be shit. You know what I'm saying?
yes,
So,
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why. That's what I was just about to
So
say.
eloquent,
The
Christopher.
people, the
Yeah.
people who learn on the fly seem to be the ones who figure it out a whole lot sooner and have more empathy for other people to understand that it's not just that simple. But for the people who are just, you
Me.
go there, you go there, you go there, you go here, they just seem to be all the way fucked up. It's like
Yeah.
in areas that they don't even see. They're like, yo, no, this is the way it is. It's like, man, you got a lot to learn. You ain't really experienced life yet because you're still
Mm-mm.
kind of getting help or someone still guiding you in some type of sense of manner. But when you got to learn on the fly, that shit hit a little different. All them
Yeah.
words that people told you, all of those warnings, all of those little breadcrumbs that somebody try to feed you to help you along the way, all of that comes back. All of it starts running back through your head.
Is it
That's a
learning
fact.
on the fly, or is it those that have more accountability for their choices than others?
I think more
Because I
accountability.
feel like when you really take
You're right.
accountability and you really are like, hey, my choices matter, I feel like you're more intentional about how you move in the world.
Yeah.
Yes, very, very intentional.
Okay. I definitely feel that because the point where I got to where I was like, yo, I have to make better choices is when I don't want to tell on myself, but there was a situation where there was a gun and a person as a family member involved, and I was like, yo, what was I about to do? And then I really had to sit and think, like, yo, why am I always so angry? Like, I was willing to cross this line. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, nah, I gotta make better decisions, man. I was in college, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I don't want to mess this up. Like, I was this close to working for Pixar, you know what I mean? And I was like, I can't mess this up. What am I doing? So I really had to dig and like, yo, we gotta make better decisions, man. Like you really almost fucked up. You know what I mean? We can't add this to the list of fuck ups. Like we gotta do better. So I mean it take time, but over time as I got older, you know, I've made better. I mean, I still make bad decisions. I'm human like everybody else, but
Of course.
I made more better good decisions than I've made bad decisions as I got older. You know what I mean?
But that's part of life,
um,
though.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
life is a series of learning experiences. You're not always, well, even then, I really don't feel like there's necessarily bad decisions. Like I teach my children, there are no
Yep.
losses in life.
Mm-hmm.
It
Mm,
either goes the
Yep.
way you want it to go or you learned a lesson. And that
Yes.
lesson shapes you and molds you for something in the future. Now you may not
Perfect.
realize it. It
Perfect.
might be 10 years down the road before a situation come and
Mm-hmm.
you're like, you know what? I see why I went through that. Okay.
Exactly. To
yes.
me,
So,
that
Yes.
that that's
and
that's a high right there. That alone, that feeling is a high.
Yes.
yeah, like I try to teach my next. I think that's why a lot of walk around out here with like depression and things. And it's like, no, it's because you ruminate on those negative things when it's really all about
Yes.
perspective. Change your
Mm.
perspective.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. You
Yeah.
have to. You have
Yeah.
to. This is what all of these
Yeah.
experiences and all of these people who was inside of your life, they reflections. They give you different
Yeah.
perspectives on life. You got to learn, take it as is. Don't walk around being mad at people.
Hmm.
Understand sometimes they making the same decision that you making on the fly. They're trying to figure it out, or they haven't been taught the right way, and they're trying to
Hmm.
take accountability. People blame people a lot. That's what we seeing now.
Oh
They're like they trying to make you
yeah.
feel like shit for being accountable. It's like,
Yeah.
dude, this is the epitome of being a human being.
Yeah.
Let me mess this
Yes.
up. Say I messed it up. Tell everyone what I learned from this situation and how it can probably help someone else who don't gotta go do this. Now we
Hmm.
all good.
That's really
Yep.
what most of my
but
videos are. Like people don't realize. I'd say 85 to 90% of all of my videos are literally based on my life
Mm-hmm.
experiences. And some I've told certain stories about things that I've gone through. And it's funny how so many people are quick to come and try to shame you or tell you what you should have done or how you're right or how you're wrong. And it's like,
Oh man, it's crazy. People
because it
tell you
ain't
what
them,
you,
yeah.
yeah,
That's what
people
it's
tell you
not
what
them.
what you should have done, but probably won't do what they said they'll do if they walk in your shoes.
mm-mm, never.
Oh man,
Nah.
you should have. Well, if you was in these sneakers, you wouldn't have done that. You probably would have done the same thing I did.
Yo, hindsight is a gift and a curse People take that shit for granted. Just because you heard the whole thing and how it played out, of course you're gonna have a better judgment. It's hindsight. You weren't there. You weren't feeling it. You weren't in the midst with no choice. Can come to mind at that moment. And you like, you know what? I gotta figure this out. You know what? Let me try with this, with that, and let's see how it works out. It's a different feeling.
Sometimes your choice is the lesser of two evils.
That's
yes. Yes.
That's
just
true.
To get through. Just to get through.
That's true.
Just to get through.
Sometimes it's like, hey, listen, either way, I'm about to be a messed up. So let me choose the mess up that's going to lead to the least possible bad outcomes.
Going with the Vaseline or no Vaseline?
You know what I mean?
Man, yo. Some people though will some people will find it helpful by taking a whole year and just write down every decision that they ever made, whether it was good or bad, and then go back and reflect on it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I've never done that, but some people find that helpful because they can just look at everything they did to make sure they don't, repeat the same mistakes over again later on.
Chris, you write your diary every night, man.
Anyway, motherfucker.
He be on the stomach with his feet kicked up and his ankles crossed. Dear diary.
Anyway.
Sorry.
Yeah.
He's rubbing off on you already, but it's all good. It's all good.
You've worked with me. You should know. I like to talk shit. You've worked with me. All I did was play at work.
I already know that. Trust me.
She's like a combination of me and Dice. Talks shit, speaks eloquently.
Yes, you gotta be able to. You gotta.
Yeah. I'm sorry, man. I ain't got it, man. I'm a brute. You know what I mean?
I told you, I've been around men my whole life. I hang with the best.
Yeah. Yo,
I can dish it and I can take it.
Yeah.
When they say women ain't funny, they not talking about me.
I know this, right? Yeah. Talk your shit.
They not talking about me. I'm a comedian.
We definitely got to bring you back on.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, that's a fact.
But the next time we bring you on, though, it's going to be for a Battle of the Sexes.
Yes, I was just about to say that. We have Battle of the Sexes every last Tuesday of every month. So if you haven't watched it, man, watch the last one we had. By the time you finish, your skin color is going to be like Dice's because you are going to be so pissed off. You know what I'm saying?
I won't.
No,
she won't. I can tell. Nah, she won't. She won't.
No, because you know what? I am somebody that I don't come with just opinions. Yeah. The things that I say are based on facts and research.
You know what?
So I like when people want to argue with me because I don't just state my opinion. My opinion is based on actual facts. So I like it. We can go there. We can go there. And I'll tell you where to go find the information.
Watch it.
Definitely watch the last.
They hate that. They hate that. Oh, they don't like that. You got a source? You got a source?
Always. And I've learned that it's crazy because a lot of times men want they expect the emotional reaction from a woman.
No. You misunderstand what I say. It wasn't us.
It
wasn't us.
No, I'm just saying in general. Like when you do like a battle of the sexes type thing, typically when men and women go back and forth with each other, men already expect women to have emotional reactions. And I deal with this on my TikToks when they want to debate me and go back and forth with me. And they are usually the ones that end up getting mad with me because I respond very calmly. No, sir. These are the facts right here. And they are the one that typically ends up having emotional reactions and calling me out my name and disrespecting me. And I'm like, now, why are you acting like a woman over here, sir? What are we doing? I thought you were supposed to be better than that.
That's the correct approach, too.
What are we doing, sir?
Are you okay, sir?
I mean, a lot of dudes nowadays do act like bitches. Let's be honest.
Oh, that's a fact. Bro, the feminization of the male species is in full effect. Especially, I was teens, 20s, some 30s. I think once you hit like 35, 40, that it don't really have a lot of effect on you. But there are some guys out there that do. But I think the younger generations, man, like the feminization is bad, man.
I have an opinion on that, and it's going to make the women angry, but a lot of that I feel like, and I've said it many times and the women get mad, but I've said many times, y'all raising y'all sons to be the same men you hate.
See,
Oh,
there we go. I'm glad you see.
hold
I
on,
bought
hold on. What's
that up
my man
multiple
name to be
times.
on
I
TikTok
bought
when he
this up
take
multiple
glasses off?
times. I said it. I freaking said it. I said it
I
because the
Yeah.
reason why, because I was raised by a woman. Now, a a lot of the stuff that I learned was about
That's
emotions, was about
that's
empathy,
deep.
was about,
Damn.
but I didn't have the other side that I needed. I was told, hey yo, take the girl there, make sure she's this, make sure she's that. I had to get around the fellas for they be like, yo, buddy, that's gonna get you. No, don't do that. Then when I went to school and found out, like, yo, this is not no romantic, buddy. They don't. This is what this is about. Okay.
You see, I don't raise mine like that.
Fine then.
I teach my boys. Like my older son, I said, I don't know if I helped you or hurt you because I might have turned you into a monster because I literally will put him on game. Hey, listen, now this is how women move. When you do this, this is how a woman thinks. When you say this, when you do this, this is
Mm,
what a woman think.
mm,
You do this, you finna be a simp. You do this, she finna play you. Like, don't do this. And
Yeah.
I tell my sons now, don't tolerate disrespect because if you let it slide the first time, it's gonna get worse. You better
mm-hmm.
address it the first time. Don't sit here and just keep taking disrespect. I'm telling you. Do they necessarily
Yes.
listen? No, they don't listen.
No.
But
Maybe at some
they gotta
point they'll
learn though. They
listen.
gotta learn. It'll click. They
Right.
gotta
But
learn.
it's not because I'm
Yeah.
a mom that sits here and tells them just let a girl walk all over you. Like
Yeah.
a friend of mine just posted a story in Florida. 16-year-old boy calls the parent, says, I'm about to get into a fight. The parent grabs the gun, runs out to the park. It's like with three other teenagers. They've already gotten into the car. The parent shoots at the car, is now facing felony charges for shooting into
Holy
the car. Now, when he
Dang.
posted the story, he wrote it, said that they called the father. And when I read it, I was like, the lack of emotional intelligence is crazy. A man did this.
Yes.
But then he told me
Ridiculous.
it wasn't the father. The boy
It
called
was.
his mama, and the mama came to the park with the gun. And I said, see, now my
Wow.
issue is my sons would never call me and say, Mom, I'm about to get
No.
into a fight.
What?
Because my
Yo.
sons know I can't help you in a man's world. You got to stand on your own 2 feet. You
Yo,
got to
that's
create your
wild.
space in a man's world, and mama can't save you for that. You have to do that. And
Yeah.
that's why I say a
Mm-hmm.
lot of women, you and I've had like female friends, she had her son, she would baby him all the time. And I said, listen, boys are like dogs. And I don't mean this in a bad way. I'm like, boys are like dogs. You have to let them know who the alpha is. And if you don't establish your authority, so to say, when he's young,
Yes.
by the time that boy get to be 10 years old, you ain't gonna have no control whatsoever, and he gonna run
I
all
know.
over you. And I
Mm-hmm.
see this with a lot of single mothers. You baby him, baby him, baby him. That's my baby. That's my king. That's my this. That's my that. That's cool till that boy get to be 10, 12 years old. And now when that little testosterone get to going, and as y'all say, he starts smelling himself. And now he rebelling. And now you can't control him anymore. You getting frustrated and you resorting to what you do as a woman and you yelling. Well, that doesn't help because he's just checking out. He don't hear nothing you saying while you sitting there yelling and fussing. He don't hear it, and they get
Mm,
frustrated by the time the boys get to be 12, 13 years old. Well, that's your fault. You
mm,
babied him when he was
Yeah.
mm,
little, and I get it. They want to blame the daddies, but the daddy ain't here. Cool, the daddy ain't here, but you are.
mm,
You are.
Yo,
mm,
So what are
that's a
you doing?
fact.
Exactly.
You are.
Exactly. What?
You know what I'm
mm.
saying? Like
Yo,
my boys, granted, my boys will try me, but my boys also know.
They know.
When you say I
Mm-hmm.
fight men, my older son, oh, he was about 14. Oh, yeah, you went too far with me. He came in the house one day, take your backpack off. I took my earrings off, squared up.
Yeah, let me
What?
show you.
I
Let me
told
show
you.
you.
I knew it. Even
Mm-hmm.
that the hand movements, the hand. You know what I'm saying? Like the hand
It was
movements is
some
what
it
told
was
me
some
something.
telltales.
Yeah, I know it. I be seeing. You know what I'm saying?
She the nose like
I
yo.
did, because he went too far.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It
It
was
was
the way
like,
she took the earring off. You know what
I
I'm
did. Yeah, because I like to wear
saying?
hoops. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I had to take my hoops off. I did. I
yeah,
threw my hands up with him because I was like, nah, you trying me.
yeah.
But mine have always known because another area where women tend to make mistakes as parents. And I keep saying, and maybe y'all can actually help me with this off of here.
Mm,
I want to do a series called Boy Moms.
Yo, that'd be fire. I'm down.
I want to do a series called Boy Moms, and I know I'm going to get a lot of flack for this.
It don't even matter.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah.
They're going to attack me anyways. I don't care.
Yeah.
But I want to do a series called Boy Moms because area where a lot of women mess up. You say, I'm going to do this, and then they don't follow through. You threaten to do something. I'm going to take away your iPad. I'm going to take
Here
away
we
your
go.
phone. And then as
Here
soon
we
as
go.
he get irritated, you
give it right
irritated
back.
because he making noise. Yeah, you give it back. So now you've taught him to not respect your authority. You've taught him
Yes.
that you don't mean it. You taught him that you soft as hell.
Man.
And now you get mad when they don't listen to you. And it's like, I observe a lot of this. Not to say I do deal with stuff with my own boys. Because at the end of the day, I'm a woman and they're boys.
Mm-hmm.
But because I was raised by men, I don't have as many issues as what I see other women deal with. So my perspective is a little bit different.
Yeah. Now, I'm not gonna lie. They said statistically, children who are raised by men become way more successful, way more balanced.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can agree with that. Like,
They know how to build houses. They become nurses and they beat people up.
Yo,
and they cook.
Hey, they cook. Can't forget about that. Hey, I didn't make that up.
Yeah. I mean, you know, like I've told my father before, there was a lot of good and there was a lot of collateral damage that came with it too.
Yeah, for sure.
Because either way, if you only have one parent in the household, it's unbalanced. I don't care
Yeah.
how you look at it, and then it depends
Mm-hmm.
on the upbringing of that parent. My dad had a
Ooh.
rough upbringing, so he was a very controlling. He's an interesting character.
Individual.
Yeah, and he's
Yeah.
also older. Like my dad is 83 right now.
Ooh, was he military?
Oh yes.
Whew,
Old school
adds-
military, like
oh,
1970s,
man.
80s military.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that adds a lot to it too. Yeah.
My daddy was
That
born in
makes sense
43.
about bodybuilding and construction. There you go. Hey, bro, that you had to be good with that.
Yeah.
You had to. Wasn't a
Yeah.
choice.
Yeah, my daddy didn't
Yeah.
play no games. So I grew up in an extremely structured home, extremely structured.
Yeah.
So even in my house, I've had friends, they nicknamed me the general because
lay down the law.
yeah, like my husband, my daughter told him one day, she was like, something she wanted me to change my mind about, or he was trying to get me to change my mind. And she looked at him and she said, nope, once mommy has made up her mind and that's what it is, and that's what it is. You're not.
Yeah.
Like he's more of the softy than I am because I'm very, this is what I said, this is what it is, this is what it's gonna be.
Facts.
I mean, one of you got to be. One of y'all have to be.
Facts. Yo, I always say, yo,
No, but see,
me.
but that makes a man or a young boy respect women from a young age. You have to understand it. So that's why it's good for him to allow you to do that. Because it's like, all right, when there's a woman who is, you gotta respect her on her word. You know, it's kind of one of them things where it's like no is no. You know what? Okay, you're right. But if you're raised not seeing that strength in a woman, you go, man, I could take it. Why would you think like that? Why? See, I think that's good.
Yeah, but that's why I say a lot of women kind of mess up when it comes to raising boys because they don't stand on their word.
I think a lot of
hold on, you that type that you that type that the dad would be like, yo, I'm gonna call your mom. Keep on.
Yeah.
You know how I was always, I'm gonna call your daddy.
Yeah. Nah. I'm not gonna lie, like, yo, threatening to call somebody mother regardless is just, that's a violation. That's a violation, man. But what was I gonna say? Lost my train of thought. Lord. Oh, to what Sunshine was saying, I think a lot of women nowadays that are single mothers that are raising boys put the boys in a husband place. You dig what I'm saying? So that kind of correlates with what you're saying, because they're put in a position like you said, oh, that's my baby, and they don't know how to say no. You feel me? Like they put them in that position where they're the husband,
which is emotional incest.
Yes. Ooh, I like that word. No, I don't like that word, but I like how you use the word. Yeah.
It is. That's exactly what that is. That's exactly what that is.
Grooming.
Yes, and you are stunting his growth, and you're stunting his ability to form a healthy relationship as he becomes an adult. Like there's so many ramifications from that. Like I see a lot of it, and it's just the babyfying of the sons is
Yeah.
I was at my son's therapist appointment the other day, and I'm sitting in the waiting room waiting for him to come out of his meeting. And this woman walks in, and I hear her. She said, "Do you want to sit on my lap and play on my phone?" Now, when you hear that, you would automatically think this child is like 2, 3 years old, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
No, that boy was anywhere between 8 and 10 years old.
Oh hell
Yeah,
no.
come on, man.
And I just thought to myself, ma'am, you are going to have hell with him, and so are women.
Yeah.
Yes.
Probably
You're
still
the
getting
type that you're going to
breastfed
be
too.
jealous of
Man.
his girlfriends. Like, what are you
Ooh.
doing?
Yeah. Yeah.
You said it.
Yeah.
Yep.
What do you mean? This boy's like 8 to 10 years old. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Do you want to sit on my lap and play with my phone? Man, I thought I was about to turn around and see a toddler. No, big boy.
I could just imagine a look on your face. Golly.
I just kind
Yeah.
of looked and was like, let me go back to my crocheting because let me mind my business. I'm gonna
Yo,
go back to my
Yeah.
project,
that
mind my
shit,
business. This is,
that shit is sickening, man. Like I can't
Yeah,
stand that.
man.
Cause I know
I
a
mean,
woman like that who babied their son
yeah, it makes
even
them
when they
weak,
became
man.
teenagers.
It
Yeah,
makes him weak.
makes them weak, man. Turns them into pussies, man. You
like I
talk
said,
so.
you raise them to be the men you hate because now you talk
Yeah.
about how weak these
Yes.
men are, how feminine these men are. Well, look
Yes.
at his mama.
Oh,
Yes.
golly.
Hey, it's a
Hold on,
sad
I'm gonna
truth.
mute my mic. Hold on,
Yeah.
1 second, because I hear mine. Hold on.
It's a
All right.
sad truth.
Yeah.
It's a sad truth, man. That's the sad
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
truth.
Shit.
Bro, she is a beast. I'm not gonna lie. I like her, man. I like her. Like I like
Yeah.
how she thinks.
We
Yeah.
need more of
Yeah,
that.
definitely.
I'm
Yes.
saying because
I know.
it
Look,
brings good conversation. It's
Yeah.
to have the man and the woman and direct it in the right direction. So no one's blaming
Yes.
you. We're having an understanding of how the kids get to this
Yes.
point, how the young
Yes.
men and how the women are affected by both parents not being
Yeah.
inside of the house and both parents not knowing roles. You know what I mean? This
Yes.
is important.
You know what I like too? When she didn't agree with something we said, she had a conversation about it. Like she
That's the
spoke,
thing. Have a
spoke, spoke
conversation.
to us. Didn't yell, didn't emotional, nothing like that. Like it was okay. I don't agree, but here's why I don't agree. You know what I mean? I like
yeah.
that. Yeah, we're
My
talking
bad.
about you. Yeah, how
It's
you doing?
okay. I had to go deal with some teenage boys.
Yeah.
Sorry.
They heard you
No,
coming.
don't.
Everybody sat there like this. That was him. Do they be snitching
Oh
on
shit.
each other when you coming?
Um, well, I have 6 kids total, but I only
Right.
have one just turned 18 yesterday. So in the house now, I got 2 boys that are about to be 15,
Okay.
and then my
Okay.
18-year-old daughter. The other three are grown. So the twins
Yeah.
sometimes,
Oh, twins.
yeah,
Those are
That's a
bad
different.
words.
That's a different battle.
yeah,
Golly.
yeah, and that,
Psychological. It's psychological.
yeah, they
Yes.
was out there getting a little rowdy, and a
Yeah.
friend of theirs
Yeah.
is is staying the night right now too.
Ah.
So
Oh, so
it
they
was
showing off a little bit.
yeah, it was getting. I
Yeah.
heard a little thumping and thumping, and I was like,
Yeah.
all right, now if I hear some more thumping, I'm about
Yeah.
to come out here and thump somebody.
Get
So
up. Yeah. Hell yeah.
I suggest you get it
Right now.
together
Yeah.
because I told him you break something, I swear
Yeah.
somebody's getting broke.
Woo. Hopefully the friend is like one of the
Mm.
ones like, hey man, y'all chill. Just chill.
He been around for years. He know
Look,
me.
chill.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
okay,
know.
okay,
You
okay.
probably know.
He
Yep.
been around for years. I don't when they
Yeah.
friends come in the house, I don't
Yeah.
front. I
I
I'll
know
cuss
that's
your
right.
friend out the same way I'll cuss you out.
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember my older
Mm.
son, I
Mm.
kicked all his friends out one morning because they messed up my Thanksgiving turkey. Somebody cut my stove off and turned it back on. So my turkey cooked all night at 350 degrees. So when I woke up, my turkey was
Oh
burnt.
no.
Oh
And all
Damn.
them
no.
boys was
Yo.
in there asleep. And I went and woke all of them up. Get the
Yeah.
up right now. Get out my house. All of y'all, get up, get out. They was like, "What?" I
Dang.
cussed all of them out. Get out my house. Y'all messed up my turkey. I'm pissed. I'm about to throw hands with some. Get out my house.
Yep.
Kick
Dang.
them out in their pajamas
Routine.
and shit. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
So they friends know I'm not about to put on no show for nobody. You brought your friend
Yeah.
in this house. You know how I am. And
Yeah.
Woo.
I'll cuss your friend out too. 'Cause if you finna
Yeah.
come up in this house, you better follow the rules in my house.
Yeah.
So you,
But you know what?
you
That teaches respect.
I don't
Because you
play that.
learn. You know what I'm saying? You
It
learn like,
does.
this is a powerful woman right here, bro. We gotta be on the up and up. If we want to go kick it with the homies, like we gotta come correct.
They know. I remember one
See?
time one of
Yeah.
my son's friends came and he walked in my house and walked right past me, and I was in the kitchen, and I said, "Excuse me." I said, "Walk outside and try that again." I
Yo,
said,
and
"You walk back
now,
outside and you try that again." I said, "Because I'm
so
pretty sure your mouth works. So you walk
Yeah,
outside
why
when
and
did
I
you try
say,
that again."
yo, when I say that is a violation that I have committed numerous times as a youngster and got the verbal ass whooping of a lifetime each time by, and it's always the women. You know what I'm saying? It's always the older, the grandma, the mother. Hey, she come to my damn house and I speak to that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But so you
Yeah,
have to
play
learn,
like
like you
yeah.
that.
have to, you know what I mean? Like, hey, Mrs. Da da da, or hey, da da da, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, to be honest, it's mostly the women that's like that. It's really never the guys.
No, there's some
Mhm.
OGs out there that be like, hold on, little nigga, you can't come to my house and not speak to me.
That's a
Yeah, you
You know what I'm
better
fact.
not go to
saying?
my daddy house and
Yeah,
not speak. You
yeah,
better not.
Yeah, you
yeah.
you got this shit fucked
Oh
up.
man,
At least you got a Mister da da da, dap up. You feel me?
Or
You
sir.
know, yeah, yep.
How you doing,
It
sir?
depends.
That's
It
it,
depends
motherfucker.
on their level, not their level, but where they are. You know what I'm saying? This ain't camera. Like if it's
I
like
had to do that once though. I did kick somebody out the house and make them come back in
uh, Chris,
Yeah,
I,
because they
my
I
came
kids
can't
they
in.
I
warn their
can't
friends
I can't
about
see
me.
Chris like, hey man, come back. Hey, you got to leave out. Come back in, bro. You just say hello.
Nah, because they
Yeah,
came in
they
like a
warn their
single file
friends.
line, yo. So
They
Uh,
tell them they like when you meet my mom, make sure you speak. They
man,
let them know, hey, when you meet my
the
mom,
the
you
warning.
you better speak.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, they always give warnings about me before their friends come around. They're like, listen, when you meet my mom, like she doesn't have a filter. She ain't finna play with you. You better be on the up. Now, granted, and it's crazy because I used to tell my ex-husband I was never gonna be the hangout house. And somehow with my older son, I became the
The
hangout house
hangout
where
house, man. But
all
you
the
know
boys
what?
wanted to be there,
But
but they
look,
liked the fact they could be themselves.
yeah, but the
I
hangout
was just
house is
about to
where
say
you.
that.
The hangout house is usually where you learn things to be on the road to become a man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. You
Because
learn
all that,
respect.
bro. The hangout house always got a strong ass mama or grandma.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because
And they always ate. They
my
was always
hangout
eating.
house, yeah. Oh, you always gonna do that. Yeah, what? You always gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? But my hangout house was a strong, solid woman. All right, very God fearing woman. You know what I'm saying? But she didn't really have to say much because we felt it. Like it's like, nah, we can't. You know what I mean? Well, the homies
yeah,
anyway. We're not gonna talk about the child. The child was different, but the homies definitely respected the house. Like, you know what I mean? She's one of the people that I love so much. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to make everything I did, I wanted to make her proud. Because she was like my mother, you know what I mean? So it was just like that motherly. It's hard to explain. Like, she didn't have to curse anybody out. She'll pray for you in a heartbeat, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you out there messing up, being rudely, being ungodly, oh, the prayer was coming, and she will stop you in your tracks. You know what I'm saying? Come here, let me pray for you, dear God. Da, da, da. You know what I mean? So, like, we recognize, but the hangout house, that's where I learned a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, great positive things. So you got some good dudes over there. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee it to you. Okay. And they
Yeah,
learning a lot.
I never thought I'd
Yeah,
become that, but they
yeah,
knew though. Like,
yeah,
and they would tell me. I used to have like life talks with the boys because they'd
yeah.
all be out
Mhm.
in the garage, And I didn't care. I don't
Yeah,
care. Go out into the garage, do it. I'd rather you be here and I know that you're safe
yeah.
than to be out somewhere in the streets.
That's
You know what I'm
true.
saying?
That's
So
true.
they would be in the garage doing their little thing. I go out there sometimes. I would sit with them and I would give them little life talks. And they would tell me, they'd be like,
Yeah.
everybody was calling me Ma. They'd be like, dang, Ma, like I've never had an adult talk to me like this.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, well, a lot of times as adults, we expect them to know what it means to adult just because you 18,
Mm.
19 and be like, oh, well, you grown.
Yeah, nah, you don't
But
know nothing.
half of y'all don't know how to adult at 40.
Nah,
No,
And you
hell
want them
thank
to
you.
no.
know how to adult
Bro,
at 18, 19. So it's
I'm
like
I'm still trying to
That's a
learn how to
fact.
adult. And I'm 45.
trying to
That's a
tell
fact.
you.
Still learning process. Still a learning process.
Did you see the little man's rant that he was talking about being
Oh
an
my
adult? He was
god.
like, go to work, pay bills, turn the lights off, turn the lights on. He, he was talking
Yeah,
about how overstimulating it is to be an adult.
yeah.
And I was like,
It
yeah,
is.
that's very
Fucking
accurate.
sucks. It's terrible.
Very accurate.
That's why I tell my nieces, man, that's 20, 21. Yo, you still a kid, man. Just be a kid, man. You know, my niece, I got a niece that's younger than them, and I got a daughter as well. And I was like, yo, enjoy being a kid. Because once you get out there in this world, you're gonna fucking hate it.
You're gonna wish you was a kid again.
Yes. I wish I could go back to like 14, 15, bro. Straight up. Paying
I
bills.
don't know
is
if I
bitch.
wish I was a kid again. I just wish I had the no responsibilities of being a kid.
That part. Yeah, that part. That part.
Yeah.
Because, yo, you know how terrible it is to go to work just to give your money away. Just to have somewhere to stay so you can go to work and give your money away. You know what I'm saying? It's terrible. It sucks.
Yeah, life is interesting.
Yeah, but in conclusion to the prompt, some say yay, some say nay. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, man. Shout out to Sunshine, man. Appreciate you coming through, man. Come back, please. We definitely,
Yes,
we enjoyed this conversation.
Thank you.
Seriously.
Thank
So
I enjoyed being here with y'all.
yeah, we definitely gotta have you back. But yo, I'm your boy Bishop, man. Straight up.
It's your boy C dot to the B dot.
Cock blocker.
Nice. Man, that's crazy. That's crazy.
I'm sorry, Chris. I'm sorry, Chris. It's Christopher Bryan. Go ahead. I just told
Anyway,
him.
you gonna really do that, huh?
Sorry. I just thought. Go ahead, Chris.
That brotherly love. Looky there.
Oh, I love my brother. I mess with him all the time, but man, ain't nobody gonna mess with him. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. He I mean, he could be a clown, you know what I'm saying? But it's all good, though.
Yeah. No, he know I don't mean it. He know this is what we do. When all six of us get together,
all the time, yeah. All the
it's
time.
worse than this. Yeah.
I believe it. I'm like that with my kids.
Yeah.
So
But that's Dice Cannon. And
Yes, sir.
Miss Sunshine.
Sunshine, man.
thank you.
Sir.
You can find me at Sunshine Speaks on all platforms.
Shout it out. All right, to the
That's
two
right.
people that's watching, we appreciate you. I'm pretty sure one of those is hey, and I know who the other person is, probably Tiki. So shout out Tiki. Oh, Saute South is on here. You came in right as we was about to close up, but Sauce, what up, man?
Word, yo.
Hey,
Jake.
Yeah. Oh, you know Sauce, don't you?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
Shout out Sauce. You're a little late, but it's all good. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We love you guys. Stay beautiful.
Good night.
Peace.
Peace.
It's a man's philosophy, digging our psychology. Bishop and Dice with CB, we are prodigies. My brothers follow me as we rise solemnly, breaking down barriers, becoming an anomaly. We speaking differently, balancing the synergy. You think you know us? Nah, it's only the beginning, G. Keep it real for the fellas seeking logic. We'll teach you how to